Anderson Shiro's varsity Owls were on fire this past Friday night as they came away with another big win, beating the Central Texas Christian Lions 54-26. Last week, the Owls beat the Somerville Jaegas 35-13. Head coach Dwayne Ross said the best part about the game was the fact that so many players contributed to the win.
It's a big win tonight. Lots of kids got to contribute, so we were proud that we got lots of guys in. Unfortunately, we had moved up our JV kids, so our varsity guys got all the reps tonight, even backups, and they stepped in and they kept making plays. So you never want to try to run the score up, but you're also going to tell guys going in, you're not going to tell them just go in and take a knee and fall down. So our kids kept going in, and with the people we kept putting in, kept making plays. So proud of all our kids tonight.
So how do you think that you guys kept a big lead that long?
The biggest thing was just our defense, the very limited amount of time they were on the field early. We made a lot of plays, we were able to get off the field, and then of course our offense kept clicking all night. I don't think they did a lot to slow us down. The times that we did stall, we did something to cause ourselves to, by fumbling a snap, putting it on the ground, and having to go back and losing yardage. So again, proud of the way our kids responded, kept coming back, kept going, showing a little resiliency tonight. So it got a little bit close. They scored a couple of touchdowns there early, and a little bit of doubt. Our kids got a little bit flat because we got up so early, and then kind of a lull there. But then they picked it back up and got the momentum back.
And there are a lot of big carries. Who would you say were some of the major offensive players?
Tonight, Kevin Woods had a big night. Dalen Williams had a big night. Nick Urquhart had a big night. Artrell Ostegan came in and popped a long run. So John McDonald had a few good runs in there. Also did a good job leading out on the sweep and tossing the ball, getting up there and blocking. So we've had a number of kids that just big plays over the field. And then of course we raised up one time, hit Derek Scola for a big long touchdown pass. So it's lots of kids had a lot of explosive plays tonight.
Okay. And defensively, they seem more aggressive tonight as well.
Well, and again, the guys have grown up and matured so much that they're able to get after a little bit more and a lot more physical. And just because that year of maturity that they've got under their belt, I think they've grown up enough, understand the weight room. Those things are going to make them better. So proud of the way our kids play.
Did you expect this big of a win this week?
No, not really. Of course, I don't think any coach would ever go in and say that you're going to win by that type of margin. But it was good for our kids and their confidence, and allowed a lot of kids to get some playing time, which hopefully is valuable down the road.
So, and you guys beat them last year as well, but not by as much.
It was last year, I want to say 52-31. So it was it was a relatively close game. We jumped out on them last year and had 18, 19 points real quick. They turned the ball over and we jumped out, and then it kind of stayed the same differential the rest of the game. So they played us pretty even, but about the first 6 minutes of last year, we jumped out and it was 19-0 real quick. So not quite the same results tonight. We jumped out early, but then let them start clawing their way back into it. We're getting to the point now we're starting to expect things to come from them. And so that's the part of hoping to see us develop and continue doing the little things to make us better. But our kids starting to mature and develop a little bit more, where we're expecting them to make those plays, not be surprised when we make them, we expect it.
Who do you think were the MVPs tonight?
It's hard to say right now until we go back and watch it on film again. So many guys had big nights tonight. I know Kevin Woods had a big night. Brian Persley had a sack, had an interception return for a touchdown on defense. There's a number of guys that stepped up big tonight. So it'll be tough, but we'll go look at the film and make sure we get the right ones picked and get them recognized. But really, honestly, there's a lot of kids that could be MVP tonight. Next week, we're right back here, but it's on Saturday night, 7 o'clock. We play Wallace Brazos, so the Brazos Cougars. We've seen them a little bit on film. We've already traded a little bit with them. They'll be the best team we've played so far, so we're looking forward to that, kind of measuring sticks, see exactly where we are. They beat us last year. I don't remember the score, about 2 or 3 touchdowns, 45-28 or something like that. So it was kind of a back and forth type deal, and then we turned it over late, and they went up and just never could recover from that. But we're looking forward to it.
So why the Saturday game?
Because Allen Academy plays on Friday night, and it's our turn to play the home game. So since they're playing here Friday night, we'll be taking a back seat to them, so we'll play on Saturday. It's a great night to be an Owl.
Please.
fighting. Keep fighting. All right, you got a bright future ahead of you. You got some young guys out there. Keep plugging away. All right, you guys, like Coach said.
I want Derek Tagami, our senior kicker, to close us in prayer.
Hey, touch somebody. Great job, great interception. Don't celebrate till you get there. Artrell, great run. Okay, I'll go ahead and get that out of the way now because I know we'll never hear the end of it. Okay? So, hey, good job. Okay, good job. Hey, just get a break real quick. Correct, Coach. We'll get a break real quick. We'll go see the band get school sign. Good job. Tim, 1, 2, 3, champion.
Running back Artrell Ostegan sent the Owl crowd screaming as he made a 51-yard run.
Really good. It just, I was tired. I knew it was fast, but I didn't know it was that fast. I guess with my adrenaline start pumping, I was young. I'm gonna have to give it up to Kevin, Brian Persley on defense, and then on offense, I'm gonna have to give it to Nick for his effort. For that, then first half when we scored.
And defensively, you made some tackles too.
Yes, ma'am. Overall, I'll say we're a lot better than we were last year.
And next week you're playing Wallace. How do you feel about that?
All the brothers, we got to come out and play the same way we did the last 2 games, and play football players, don't play our game. I expect us to go pretty far this year, do better than we did last year. We got more confidence this year.
So you pulled out a lot of stops tonight. How do you feel about the way that you played?
Our defense did so good. Our defensive ends, every time when we go outside, we just get them every time. It was so good. And on the passes, we always had them because they would just do ends and we would go under them. It would be an easy pick. That's how I got an interception for that touchdown. And I wouldn't have got that touchdown either if it wasn't for Kevin Woods and Derek Sokola blocking for me.
So what do you think were the biggest plays tonight?
Biggest plays tonight, basically, were the interception and Artrell Ostegan breaking free. That was really good. Artrell's, his was about a 60-yard.
And yours?
Mine was a 75.
75-yard?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow, how'd you feel when you made it?
I celebrated a little too early, but I felt really good about it. That's my only touchdown this year.
But overall, since varsity,
that's my longest touchdown, yes, ma'am. Okay. Our offense was solid. I mean, they couldn't stop the run, and even when we did pass, they couldn't stop the pass neither. We did get 1 interception, but we shook it off and we got right back up.
And defense?
Defense, no, they couldn't get past us. We were stalled. I mean, we're here. This is our year when we're here.
Y'all are doing more like triple blocks. I mean, what do you call that when there are like 3 guys on a tackle?
We call it grizzly. I'm most proud of that score on a scoreboard, and that we played as a team and we went out there as a team and we conquered.
You guys just played well the whole night.
We had that enthusiasm. I thank Anthony Woods because he got us a new chant. It's called "What We Gonna Do, Work," and we worked all night long.
How do you feel about next week's game?
Next week's game, we're gonna go back and face Brazos Wallace. We lost against them last year, but this year our team's stronger than ever. Well, I have a good feeling about next week. I have a feeling we're gonna go do good.